So you want to hear school students talk about their travel experiences, learnings, escapades, episodes, knowledge, incidents from all the corners of the globe. Terra Talk, platform from where young voices reach out to the world. Brought to you by EdTerra Adventures, committed to truly educational student travel.
Greetings everybody, so what's up? I am your very own host Yash and I have with me the three enthusiastic tourists Pawan Bassi, Ranthambore and Shrishti Chawla from Mangalam World School, Vikaspuri. They are here as a part of EdTerra Adventures, Ranthambore's tiger-owned den program, and would like to share their review and views about their entire journey.
Terra Talk, a platform from where young voices reach out to the world.
So Shrishti, coming to you, how was the bus travel?
At first, when mobile phones weren't allowed, I was initially very upset because I was thinking, how the hell would we even, pass those 7 to 8 hours in the bus, because we've never spent that much time with our friends. But when we actually went with them, it was like an entire new experience, because we interacted with each other in ways we have never talked before. We opened up to each other and it was a whole lot of fun.
Pawan, coming to you, how is the atmosphere in Rajasthan or Ranthambore different from that of Delhi?
It was almost magical. In the night, the stars were visible in the sky, and it was actually a heaven for an astronomy enthusiast like me who likes to stargaze and look at stars in the night and sky. On the first day, naturalist came to take a workshop for us about the tiger's own den, the Ranthambore, and he showed us very beautiful pictures of tigers and how we were going to go about with the safari.
Okay, that sounds pretty exciting as well. Now, coming to the safari, I heard that you guys went for an early morning safari.
When we woke up for the safari, it was so cold in the morning. With that being said, we reached the safari. It was really fun. I mean, Shrishti would have more to contribute in this,
I was really excited to see the tiger, and for a while I felt hopeful, because while we were roaming around in the jungle, we heard like a monkey call, which they make when they want to alert the other monkeys if they spot a tiger. But unfortunately, we couldn't see it, and I was really envious because all the other cantons saw it and ours was the only one that didn't. So if we would have stayed for a bit more, we would have seen the tiger. But overall, I would just like to say it was freezing cold. I extremely underestimated the weather. I should have carried more layers.
Also, let me add one thing. We weren't able to see the tiger, but that doesn't mean we didn't see nothing. We saw the claws of the tiger printed on the sand. We even saw a lot of deers. And to be honest, leaving animals aside, it was a really great ride. It felt like a mini Jurassic Park movie we were traveling in.
I'm sure, being from Delhi, you guys wouldn't have experienced the nature and the beauty of nature that you guys have experienced in Ranthambore. I'm sure that must have been pretty exciting as well. What did you guys do after the safari?
After the safari, we went to the Ranthambore Fort, which was the main hotspot of the place. Pawan has a lot to contribute about the Ranthambore Fort. He was making notes the entire time, listening to the tourists and the guides.
So for me, the Ranthambore Fort was a magical experience. The Ranthambore Fort offered a lot of stories and mythology and history that we don't have in our textbooks, and it was almost mesmerizing, the architecture of the place. The guide was really helpful and answered all our doubts about the place.
Also, for the listeners, I want like to tell you guys that the Ranthambore Fort is also known as the Himmat's Hut, because the last king that was there from the Chauhan family, it is known as his hut, like Himmat Hut. Did you guys visit the Dastkar NGO? I've heard that it's a pretty good and a very popular NGO back there.
When we went to the Dastkar NGO, honestly, I had a purpose there, because we were working on a project and I really wanted to know about the people who work there. Initially, I thought I would talk to the manager at the NGO, but the manager wouldn't give me all the authentic stories that this place held. Instead, I talked to the women who were working and they readily agreed to answer my questions. They told us that they had been in this business for a long time. Most of them had been in the handicraft industry for about 15 to 16 years, and that was very mesmerizing. They told me that they lived in the village nearby. They were very friendly. They actually make me believe that hard work gives good results, because all of that which they are making, it is made by hand, and they are women who have made a living for themselves. Seeing them work is very inspiring, because people who usually don't have any resources, they have the option to give up. But these women didn't really give up. They learned something, they stood on their own stones, and this was really, really nice.
Also, just to add to this, I even went up to the founder of Dastkar. I asked her how it was difficult for her coping up in lockdown and with the modern means of technology like Paytm, GPay and online banking now. We had a huge discussion. Some children even shopped the handcrafts. We saw women sewing bags and dresses and whatnot. It was such a nice experience. All of us were so proud of these women who were working.
So, in brief, if you had 3 words to describe your entire journey from Delhi to Ranthambore, how would you describe it as?
Fun, educational, a really friendly one.
I love to hear that. So, it was great interacting with you 3, and I hope we keep bringing on similar and wonderful podcasts very soon. This is your host Yash signing off.
Like what you're listening? Stay tuned for new podcasts on edterra.com/Terra Talk.